swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskies have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurately. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Punt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hale. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Scrambling away. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gee. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
On the run, it's Chop. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off the RPO, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him! And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Brown wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, out of space. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The run to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Brown will throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Moses. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught behind the line. It's Moses. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. It's caught. There he goes. Touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Vols will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll go full wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Lots of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Touchdown, Husky. And here they come, almost all the way back. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice.
It's a seam wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. The RPO, it's complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The first play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick pow by the cornerback.
Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Volunteers volunteers to line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stopped the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Gee. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Throws to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the ground with the back. Brings it to the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you did.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and goal, they'll throw it. And tackled there by the defense.
Big decision now for the head coach with fourth down close to the goal line. You're down by 3. It's the fourth quarter. Do you take advantage of this field position and go for the knockout blow, try to take the lead? I would play it safe here. Count on my defense to get me the football back and give me a chance to win.
Absolutely perfect. Field goal was good. Game is tied. set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibbs. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for the big play. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Grab near the marker. It's Moses. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Gee. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Well, there's no doubt where the court...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Looking to scramble. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Moses. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Got his man. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting a sack on third down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for room. It's Chop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just split it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. What a disappointment. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. They'll run it. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. He'll do it himself. He got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. On the ground. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.